We have the capacity. I have some knowledge. I'm working with the best minds. I'm clear in my mind that within a few years we'll see a different state. That will help by peer pressure to pull up all the other states in Nigeria. And maybe that's where our full development as a country will start from. I've always been a team player, and that's why I've been able to work successfully as a corporate lawyer and in boardrooms. So yes, if there's a consensus, I will always flow with what the consensus is, what the party says. I am a disciplined person. I believe in discipline, and so I'll work with the consensus once that's what the party says. I have been blessed and exposed to serve in capacities where, at the maximum, maybe I've affected 5,000 lives at a time or 10,000 lives. And it's clear to me that if you're in public service or public office, you have the scope to affect many more lives positively. If I'm, by the grace of God and by the power of the people of Edo State, elected as governor of Edo State, I have the ability to positively affect the lives of nearly 5 million people at the very least. And for me, there's no other greater service than that. I have, by the grace of God, been moderately successful in the things I've done so far, as a lawyer, as a corporate person, and I think the experiences and the knowledge that I've acquired over the years, I can only bring it to help transform my state. And I think there's a path to transform Edo State, and I see that path very clearly, and that's what I want to do, transform the lives of the people of Edo State, take us away from poverty, and I mean genuinely take us away from poverty, not rhetorics, improve our soft and hard infrastructure, education, health, services, security, tourism. There's so much that we can achieve in that state. It's the heartbeat of the country, right in the middle of the country structurally. And I think there's so much we can benefit. So I want, by the grace of God, to give my own, offer myself, and work as hard as possible for the benefit of the people of Edo State. So that's what I offer. That's what I offer. Philip is my younger brother, so I wouldn't exchange words with him publicly. If I have anything to tell him, I'll tell him privately. But I don't think he's right. I first met him in 2008. At that time, he had just become a legislator or something, a junior legislator. I was already chairman of multinationals, and in that capacity, I was appointed as a member of Oshomole's economic team, and I was a very substantial member of the economic team. We did the work to set the economic blueprint for Edo State in that economic team. And subsequently, when Governor Baseki became governor, he asked me to be the chairman of Ighodalo. It's his own economic advisory team. So I don't see how anybody will call me an outsider to Edo State. I've been involved in service to Edo State at least since 2008, directly. I've also been involved to service to my community in Edo State since I became an adult, So as a child, I spent all my holidays in Benin. I'm not sure I understand what he means, Maybe he was misquoted, because here I'm sure he's been seeing me nearly every month in Edo State, because he would come and hang around when we're having lunch after we finish serious work. So I don't see how he can. So I feel he was misquoted, or maybe his eagerness at that point in time made him say things like that, if they're indeed true. But he's my junior brother. If I have anything to say to him, I'll say it directly. Let me say this very clearly. And I think what has happened is that people have put out there facts that are, or stories or rumors that have no basis. I'll put that out there. I decided by myself, prompted by people that I think or know I have the capacity to serve as governor of Edo State, to run. And it took me a long time to agree to run because of many other things I was doing. But like I told when I was answering the initial question, My experiences in other spheres indicated to me that in public office, there's the capacity to positively affect the lives of so many more people. And at this point in my life, when I've, by the grace of God, been able to do so much in other spheres, maybe it's time, and the hand of destiny pointed me in the direction of wanting to help my state. So that's the way I see it. People can say what they like, when people want to kind of propagate certain or say certain propaganda so as to discredit. People say different things. I am not in the business of discrediting. There are many good people that can be governor of Edo State. What I think I bring to the table is different. I'm bringing definitive focus. I see a path to move Edo State from where it is into a first world economy. I see a path to take our children all into school, to provide health service, to remove our people from poverty, to provide water, to provide electricity, to provide security, working with other people and working with our team, and working with the federal government and working with other states. I'm a man of peace, I'm a man of fairness, I'm a man of justice. That's me. All I want to see is that I want to see my love for people translate to the benefit of Edo State. That's all I want to see. And if the good people of Edo State give me this chance, I will do my very best, and I know my very best will do good for Edo State.